Hey y'all, so coming to you again while I am packing orders and getting orders together. And so I wrote something down in my handy dandy book. And so basically I wanted to talk about what I feel like will be revelation and the rapture, as you know, people who grew up in church is what they call the rapture. And people always think, the rapture is going to be the saved ones going up into heaven and being with the Lord, and basically the saved ones being up with the Lord. That's what they call the rapture. But I was thinking and I was meditating and I was like, God, a lot of these church people are some of the most evilest people I know. Like people that goes to the church, like, and I'm not gonna say all of them because I know a couple of Christians who are really good people who like are genuine about their love for Christ, their love for you, their love for the Lord, and genuinely wants to do right. But normally those people are people who has like really been through things in life. I know I have one lady, you can go check her YouTube channel out. Her name is Rashimba Battle. She is like an awesome woman of God, like an awesome woman of God. And if I would tell anybody how to, like, who to follow in the obedient steps of Christ, she would be that person, because she is just an awesome woman. Like, she doesn't judge, she doesn't condemn, she loves unconditionally, wholeheartedly, and she's just a wonderful woman of God. And she is a true example of a Christian, but she has been through things in her life. She's seen things in her life. She didn't grow up, like, as they like to call it, the straight and narrow. She seen some things in her life. So, and she changed that and became a Christian. And she's a wonderful Christian. But I was thinking, like, the rapture cannot be like the saved ones going to heaven and then everybody else is stuck here on earth. I don't believe that. I believe the rapture is about the changing of the way of thinking. Like, they talk about they talk about how people, how we should treat one another, how we should not allow people to use you, abuse you, and all that other stuff, and love one another all at the same time. And I feel like, if we elevate our minds into really loving and being there for one another, that is going to be the true rapture of Christ, of God's chosen people, about loving one another and being there for one another. Because I can't see the people that is out here hurting people, out here doing stuff out of ego and selfish acts, being raptured to heaven. And I know everybody has their own definition of what they believe heaven is. And I'm not here to tell you one way or the other. Some people feel like, heaven is what you make it. Some people feel like when you die, you will go to heaven. I feel like that is where you need to study and go within and figure out what is heaven and hell to you. Hold on. My phone ringing. Sorry. So, like I was saying, I feel the real rapture is going to be the elevation of the mind. We can't keep thinking, having our old way of thinking and thinking that is going to I have a whole lot of boxes because I have a whole lot of big orders And now I can't find mine. That is going to get us where we need to be in life. We have to elevate and change our way of thinking. We just have to. You know, this world is not the same world as it was back when I was growing up. Heck, when my parents were growing up. Some of y'all parents, some of y'all, you know, this world has changed. And we have to change within that world. So I really feel like the real rapture is coming. And it's going to have a lot to do with the way that we think. And I think about, and it was so funny because I was watching a video of somebody, her name is, it was Aphrodite Stone, but she changed it to Ningba, Ngiba, and she is also on YouTube. And she was saying, and she said the same thing that I'm about to say. And in the words in that song In Vogue, where it says, free your mind, and the rest will follow. Be colorblind, and don't be so shallow. I feel like that right there is like powerful. We have to free our mind. We have to. And when we free our mind of overthinking, of allowing people to use us, to hurt us, and we feel like, oh, well, we just, sorry, y'all. We just turn the other cheek and keep moving. You know, we're going to be blessed. And, you know, we have to get out of, what's this story? We have to get to that way of thinking. Get out of that way of thinking. And we have to be colorblind. You know, as far as looking at somebody else as always being our enemy. When sometimes the people that look just like us, literally look just like us, is one of our biggest enemies. So we need to be colorblind and know and change our way of thinking and understand that sometimes we shoot ourselves in the foot when we stick with the old ways of thinking and the old ways of learning and continue to be around the same people that continuously hurt us over and over and over again and have no mercy and don't care about hurting us. They just do it and they expect you to be okay with it because you've always been okay with it. We have to get out of that, you know? And stop looking at our enemy as always outward. Sometimes our enemy could be our own self. You know, our enemy is not always outward. Sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's not. Sometimes, like I said, it could be literally our own self. And, you know, so I was thinking about that. And also, and I also know that myself, and I have to let go of a lot of hurt and disappointment that people have caused me. And I am working on that, and I have worked on it. I have forgave them. And also, people got to understand, when you forgive people, that does not mean that you still, like, they still going to be around you. You can forgive people and still not be around them. That's the one thing. And like people always say, forgiveness is for you, not for them. It's for you. It's for us. It's for the people that have been hurt, not for the people that has hurt us. You know, forgiveness is for us. And so meaning you forgive them. Don't invite them back in your circle. You forgive them and you keep moving and understand that God has something better for you. But in order for you to get that better, you do have to sometimes forgive those people that have disappointed you the most. And like I said, I'm just reading what I wrote. We have to learn to forgive, to love, to forgive others. But that doesn't mean they have the opportunity to hurt us again. Forgiveness means I let go for me, not for you. I'm letting go and I forgive you for me, not for you. And I love myself enough not to hold on to your trauma anymore. And I released it, period. I forgive myself and love myself to no longer hold on to the trauma that you have caused. And I release you in the atmosphere. Like, Just release it and let go and move on with bigger and better people that's going to bless you and continue to love you, be loyal to you, and give you what you were looking for in those other people. And that's on period. And so that's just something brief I wanted to talk to you guys about while I'm packing these orders. I have a lot more orders to go. And like I said, I wanted to bring these cards to you. That I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Cards that I got from 5 and Below. And then also, like, I want to end the message in the video today with, like I said before, the Lord is my supplier, and all his resources are infinite. Everything I desire, I already have. And that's on period. And this card jumped out, and it says, the angel of the Lord encampeth around about them that fear him and delivered them. And that is Psalms 34:7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and he delivereth them. Period. See, it's just about forgiveness. They fear the Lord, and he delivered them. You know, so when you fear the Lord, you do right by everybody, and you continue to move on your journey. And I don't want to talk about the tragic death that happened. You know, I wish the best and healing for her family and her loved ones. But when I did a video a few weeks back about protecting us as women, that right there goes and show it. I might have used different contexts, but it all was the same. Why do we protect each other when that person is no longer here? I bet you she had signs, and those people that hurt her, I bet you they have hurt other people before, but nobody did anything about it. Everybody looked past it. But now that that young lady is no longer here, people want to have justice for her, and she deserves justice, but the justice should have been before she left this earth. So think about that. Think about your loved one. Who is hurting in your life? Who needs you to support them and stick up for them in your life at this moment? Don't wait till they're no longer here to try to get justice for them. Get justice for them now while they're still here. But have a good week. This is my weekly message. Bye.